Okay, I don't think I filmed an intro, so here it is. Alright, so today we went book shopping. I had an errand to go to one of the libraries to return a book I had checked out, and I snuck a couple more from there. You saw that, and you'll see that in the clip. Then I also went to another library that has standing bookstore hours, and I grabbed some books. So roll that clip. Hello. So today we are going book shopping-ish. Library-ish? I don't know. I'm going to be stopping at one of my local libraries to return a book that I borrowed that I did not read, and then I'm heading over to another library which have regular bookstore hours. See if I can't find some good historicals, and maybe a couple of fantasies. We'll see. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's go. Okay, so we are at the first library, and I am returning this book that I picked out from Karen Rainey. Seemed sort of interesting. I picked her out from one of my historical romance drawing. DNF that one. I really, after like the first 4 chapters or so, I just couldn't connect with her writing. So I'm just returning to Wed and Heiress back to the library, and maybe peruse around this one to see if I want to check out any others. This one does have a bookstore, but they're only open like certain days of the week, and they're not open today. But my real goal is to go to this next one anyway, because they actually have wider selections, a bigger room, and a lot better prices. So yeah. Okay, so just got a library. I couldn't film in there because there's way too many people. Yeah, a little self-conscious still. But I am currently reading, I picked out Kate Bateman for the month of April, and I did get a copy of the ebook of the second book because I just had the first and the third in the series. But I just went and also checked out a physical copy from the library. So this is the A Daring Pursuit, the second in the Ruthless Rivals series. I am currently reading the first one. I'm only like in the first 5 chapters so far. It's really, really fun. Kind of fun makes me giddy. So yeah, so that's great. And then I wanted to just peruse an author that I don't have in my current like physical collection, but I just wanted to see if I would like them. And whichever, looking at the back of the synopsis and seeing which ones really appealed to me. And this one stuck out. This one is by Ava Lee, and it's A Dare to Love a Duke. It's part of the London Underground series. I think this is like the 3rd or the 4th in the series. But what really intrigued me is there's a club that the main female heroine owns. It's called the Orchid Club. But there's also like a masked stranger at like I'm guessing like at a party kind of thing. And I just love that trope and historicals. So yeah, that's what's really intriguing. So we'll see if I like it, and hopefully I get to it this month as well. But thank goodness for renewals, right? Alright, so now I'm on to the next library. I first have to make a stop at the bank to get some cash out because they only take cash. And we will check out the library bookstore there. I won't be able to record in there either. But yeah. So yeah, we got A Daring Pursuit by Kate Bateman, and then Dare to Love a Duke by Ava Lee. So there you go. Alright. On to the next. Alright, so don't know how well my mic is. But hopefully this goes well. So I'm at the second library, at the library bookstore there, inside the library, and I got all historical romances. I got 14 books for $7. Not bad. Well, their prices did go up from 25 cents to like 50 cents for a paperback, but that's just fine. And certain print editions are really like $2 or something like that, so it's kind of cool. So yeah, I'm a lot of dopamine rush right now. But yeah, I got some really good ones. One that just to call and I'll share, I'll just go through all the books that I got later, and go through those at the end of this video, all the books that I got. But a surprising one that I found, and I can't remember if it's the first one in the series or not, but I found one by Joanna Shupe, from her Knickerbocker Club, Baron. So, in really good condition, so really excited. I love libraries. And the ones around me, I love going to them to check out books, and the library book sales is just so great, especially for all the historical romances, because a lot of historical romances, like the OGs, are just out of print. So yeah, really happy. A lot of these, I also made it a point to try to get more specific summaries that are going towards something that I'm really in the mood for, like governess or masked balls and things like that, and I can't say that right. So yeah, we'll see. And then some were just weirdly cool looking in them, so I just wanted to check those ones out. But yeah, really happy with them. So yeah, got a lot of good finds. So all right, I'll see you in the next clip. All right, so we are back home a few hours later. So let's go through these. I was able to get 14 books, all historicals, and to feed the growing addiction that we have here. So most of these, I have a couple of them that are, most of these are ones that I've been wanting to read or that intrigued me somehow by the blurb on the back. And also got a couple of first editions. And so yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I have, first off, which was a really cool find, there's only one of these for this author, and it was Joanna Shupe, the Baron, from her Knickerbocker Club series. I really am interested in reading the series, especially after watching Chrissy Reads a Lot's guide to Joanna Shupe. So I will link her video down below and link her channel down below. Such a helpful guide, and I really appreciated it. But yeah, so I was able to find one. It's really great condition, and these were only, I think I mentioned 50 cents, so most of these were 50 cents. I think one was like a $2 one, but yeah, it was great. So yeah, really looking forward to reading this. I think this is actually the second in the series as well, which the first one was Magnate, I think, so I probably will wait until I get the first one to read it, or if I check it out from the library as well. Next is Mary Balogh, Someone to Cherish. This one really intrigued me because it is the author's really familiar to me. I haven't read her before, but I have listened to Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life. She talks about Mary Balogh, and I think it's one of her favorite historical authors. I will also link her channel down below. And the one that I really liked about when I read this one was she is a widow. And so I really kind of like that when they kind of, because it's like second chance romance as well. It's like one of my favorite tropes. So this one, yeah. So yeah, I think this is book 6. I think it's book 8 in this series, which is part of the Westcott novel series. So definitely, I haven't read Mary Balogh yet, but I am really looking forward to delving into her. To delving into her books. And then found a really cool find for Johanna Lindsey. Prisoner of My Desire is the first edition of this one, which is really cool because you can tell by the raised lettering. And it's really great condition. Really great condition. And there's a step back, which I just love. I don't remember. I probably have read this one years ago as well, but I just don't remember. But really looking forward to reading that. I think I might already have it. No, I don't. Definitely looking forward to reading that. Adding to my never-ending Johanna Lindsey backlist, it feels like. And then I found one called The Game and the Governess. Obviously, there's a governess in it. It's by Kate Noble. I obviously favorite trope of governess romances. And this one is kind of like the hero switches places with his secretary, because you want to kind of prove that he can always get, he does a wager that he can always get any woman that he desires, and kind of finds out that he wasn't has much luck. And then I guess he encounters Phoebe, who is a governess. So really intriguing. So that sounded really, really cool. So never heard of this author before, but I'm looking forward to eventually getting to this one. Which I think is probably the same. Obviously, I'm looking forward to reading all these. That's why I would have bought it. But I digress. The next one is also, I don't think I have a book by her before or read her obviously either. It's Sabrina Jeffries. This is called After the Abduction. Looks like it's kind of like in a winter one here. This one is kind of like a second chance romance too, what I was reading on the back. Oh, it says she finds herself longing for one man, Morgan Price, the dashing scoundrel who kidnapped her 2 years ago. But her determination to bring the rogue to justice hasn't waned until Morgan's twin brother Sebastian arrives with some shocking news. Juliet's mysterious paramour has disappeared. Sebastian, Lord Templemore, doesn't dare tell Juliet the truth that he is the man that she seeks. It is his kiss she yearns for. Confessing to the abduction would bring devastating scandal upon them both, but how can he persuade her to forsake her dedicated pursuit of her dream lover when all he dreams of is holding her in his arms again? That sounds really, really cool. Alright. Next. Suzanne Enoch. This is Rogue with a Brogue. It's the second in 4-book series. It's from the series A Scandalous Highlanders novel. I never read anything with this author either. What really intrigued me though, I was hoping they had all the series here, but they didn't. Usually when I have it marked like that there usually is, but it looks like somebody probably already picked up their other ones. But this one is really, really cool. So she is, I guess it's like Erin McLowry. She has an arranged betrothal. Oh, I don't know. Stuck into, okay, Aaron McLaury. So he wants nothing but a distraction from his arranged betrothal. And then he sees an auburn-haired lass in a vixen's mask. It promises just that, until he discovers that she's the granddaughter of the Campbell, chief of Clan McLaury's longtime rival. So it's kind of like a rival to lovers. The whole stranger in a mask and a masked ball is like one of my favorite tropes. Kind of like that, feels like that. I think the reason why I like that kind of trope is because it kind of gives you that feeling of the Cinderella kind of thing, mysterious woman at a ball kind of a thing. So I kind of love that. Look forward to reading that too. The next I have 2 books that I found by this author, and just reading the synopsis were really, really cool. I think this is also a first edition, and this one just cracked me up. So obviously it has a mask. So this is on the front. This is Iris Johansen, the Tiger Prince. The mask. So the reason why I'm laughing, I mean, isn't that just scandalous? I just love that. Like, that is quite the snapback. So great. Again, so yeah, it seems like it's in Scotland. There's also, I think, a captive kind of thing as well. I'm hoping there's like a ball or mask ball in here somewhere as well. That's just really, really cool. So really awesome. Next is The Beloved Scoundrel by Iris Johansen. It's The Beloved, oh yeah, and this is the step back. So it feels like the very Turkish or Russian vibes there, it looks like. And this has to do, I think, with kind of like a heist, like stolen art kind of thing, and now there's like a little bit of a, what you call it, suspense kind of aspect in it, just by reading the back of it. And this is involving a, okay, so this seductive stranger who had come to spirit her away across the sea. She possessed a secret that could topple an empire, a secret that Jordan Draken, the Duke of Camberon, was determined to wrest from her. In the eyes of the world, the arrogant Duke was her guardian, but they both knew she was to be prisoner in his sinister plot and a slave to his exquisite pleasure. So I think it has to do with like her art. She's like I want to say a stained glass artist, I believe, from what I could gather from Goodreads. So yeah, I'm not excited to read this one as I am the Tiger Prince from this author. So yeah, really cool. And then I have 2 books from Catherine Coulter. The first one is Sweet Surrender, and there's that. I don't think, yeah, these ones didn't have. Okay. This one doesn't have a setback either, but we have that. I think this is one where the heroine's mother is a ship owner and builder. And what really intrigued me about this one is that she first sees the hero, not in a society drawing room, but in a brothel. And the next time she sees him, she is one of the virgins to be sold to the highest bidder at the infamous Roman flower auction. He wins the bid and her, but when Alex comes again into Jana's life 4 years later in London, she has become a woman intent on success in a man's world. Alex is set on revenge. He will have her and nothing will stop him. So a little bit of second chance feeling, and auction is just really cool. The fact that there might be like a ship aspect to it, so like a pirate eluding factor as well. So really cool, interesting premise. And then the second one from Catherine Coulter that I found was The Rebel Bride. It has this step back there, and this is the first edition and the reprint. From what I could gather, that there was some not so favorable or well received parts of this when it was printed originally, I believe. So I'm not exactly sure what the situation was, but yeah. Excuse me. Can't remember where he sees. Okay, so this one is really cool. It says, when Julian St. Clair, Earl of March, sees her for the first time, she's dressed like a boy while engaged in a rather mock duel with her brother. And since it's her turn to be fatally wounded, she dies dramatically at Julian's feet. So yeah, and he's like intrigued with her since then. So yeah, this also travels from the glittering Regency ballrooms of 1814 London to Paris and finally to Switzerland. And that's what I'm guessing yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, there's like some sort of like secret that she is holding as well. So really intriguing as well. Next, I found a Lisa Kleypas there, the Love in the Afternoon edition, and this is the first edition of this one as well. I think I own this, but I don't think I own the one with the step back. So if the one that I already own doesn't have the step back, I would probably just redonate that back to the library. And then this one is Sabrina Jeffries, I Love Unveiled. And I believe that this one is also kind of some sort of masquerade, or someone is disguising themselves. So Marianne Winchelsea is running for her life from those whom she believes has attempted to kill the king. Forced to disguise herself, she trusts no one, especially not Garrett Lockwood, the Earl of Falcombe, who usurped her family home and who seems to be her most dangerous enemy. And then And what Garrett sees behind her masquerade is a beautiful half gypsy enrobed in mystery, deception, and burning secrets, a woman he should avoid at all costs. I'm guessing the time probably shouldn't say gypsy, but I don't know what the correct term is that, but that's interesting. In a world where treachery and betrayal reign, a sweet seduction rules their hearts and dares them to risk their destinies on a passionate love that all the powerful forces of the world cannot defeat. So, sounds like a little bit of high stakes, maybe. So, really cool. And then the last two here I have are published, I think, back in 1985. I think the first one is the first edition. The other one is like a second edition, I think. I just saw this. I had to like grab it at least and see if I like it. But this one is, I think, the second edition. This is Roberta Gellis, A Tapestry of Dreams. And that just cover is just to die for. Really, really cool. This one I think is like a medieval romance. Obviously the heroine does the tapestry, so don't know anything else about that one. And then this one is called Masks of Gold by this same author. And I think this is the one that initially caught my eye. I think this is medieval. I want to say this is also a medieval one as well, but I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, just these covers, both of these covers just look so cool. So yeah, these are like traditional trade paperback size of historical romances, but still really, really cool. All right, so that is it. Thanks for watching and tagging along me going for my first book shopping vlog. So yeah, let me know if any of those intrigued you, if you've read those before. I'd be really interested in knowing your thoughts. I will go ahead and put some additional videos that I recommend you watch. I have other book hauls and some other things I can recommend there. But yeah, please like, subscribe, and comment if you would like. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.